What's up, guys? It's the next Mike Ike, and I'm coming back at you with another free-to-play Awaken Chaos Era video. In today's episode, which is episode 4, by the way, we are going to do a real quick update on the account, where we are, progress. This is episode 4, and this is actually, if we check on the rookie event, day 5 for this account. And after we do that, we're going to go in and we're going to do actually the endless trial. Personally, I know some people really don't like this. It's that labyrinth kind of playstyle. I actually think this is one of my favorite parts of this type of game. And I really enjoy it on this game in particular. Because especially with the characters you choose, the combos that you can get off are pretty ridiculous. So we are actually going to do an endless trial run, and I'm going to make some recommendations to you as we do it. And then at the end of the session, we will actually have completed this rookie event right here, because we are on day clear endless trial one time. So we hadn't gotten day 4 unlocked yet by the time we cleared it last time. Again, endless trial resets every 2 days, guys. You should be doing it every 2 days. The rewards are definitely worth it. So once we clear this, we'll get our 2 bonus points, which will get us to 40 points, which will unlock 2 advanced crystals. And if we look at the summons, I am sitting on 8, so we'll be able to do a 10 pull at the end of this video. Like I said, not going to be able to get to do summoning sessions every video, but at least early game, you get a lot of those shards pretty quickly, so it'll be nice to do summons. And besides the free summons that you get every day, and a couple of like red and blue advanced crystals like water and fire from completing some of the foodie guide stuff and some of the other missions, we haven't done any summoning since our last summoning session. So with that, let's see where our heroes are.
Ready for some flaming roses?
So, I've got Vera up to 50.
This is gonna be
I've
so
got
much fun.
Nathyla up to 50. I did bring Zatlux up to 40. I'm not using him all the time, just in specific builds. He's definitely not like super build. I got Zachary at 40. I did get him awakened, or what do they call it? Ascended 3 times now. And then Connor's still sitting at 42. The rest of the account I haven't really done all that much. The one thing I did do that I told you guys I was going to do was on Fire Day, I ground up Zachary's abilities to max. Okay, so we did the fire dungeon to get the materials to awaken, or sorry, up the abilities, and we did that. So his abilities are maxed out. We did the same thing on Connor. Okay, and then today was the yesterday was the water trial.
This is gonna be so much fun.
And so we got Nathyla knocked out. Alright? As soon as you guys can grind these out, do it. It's definitely worth it. You get a lot of upgrades. Damage-wise, the cooldowns are super important. All of it is super important. So as soon as you are able to grind these characters out, do. Now,
Ready for some flaming
Vera,
roses?
we are not ready to grind out. So legendaries are harder because I think you have to get to floor 7 to be able to grind out this material. And we're not quite there yet. But as soon as we can, we will grind her out to max her out too. Grind that out. In the meantime, we'll probably work on him a little bit. We've done a couple on him. But when the wood one is open, we'll probably grind out on him. And actually, with the water one open, we did get a big chunk of him knocked out as well. In fact, we have an upgrade, so here we go. So you can kind of see how it works. Alright, and I think that's the last upgrade on that one. Okay. So we have 3 more upgrades on him until he's maxed out, skill-wise, too. So that's where we are with the characters. I actually did just get what I
This is gonna
believe
be
is
so
probably
much
going to be
fun.
a gear upgrade from completing one of the things. As you can see, my gear is completely garbage on these characters just because it's hard to grind out early game gear. But we did unlock some 5-star, and as you can see, this one is an attack bonus. So we are definitely going to switch that out. We'll actually do some enhancements here. This is 5-star gear, so I am actually willing to go all the way up to 12 on this. I won't go max on 5-star, guys. It's up to you. It's just a habit I used to have from Summoners where I don't know if it's the right thing to do here or not, but usually like 5 stars I'll go to max plus 12, 4 stars I'll go to max plus 9. Only 6-star gear will I max. Some exceptions, right? If I really need speed and I have a 5-star speed on slot 1, or in this case, in the foot slot, then sometimes I'll max that out. So let's see, we get hopefully some crit. Rolled into crit twice, nice. No speed, but that's okay. So now, Nathyla is going to hit a lot harder than she has been. Let's see if we got any upgrades here. Can always go crit damage, right? Let's see. Or we could play an offsuit and go with attack percentage, which might actually be the thing to do. So the key is, right, if you're going to do an offset to get the attack percentage, then this is going to have to be higher than the 15% that you're going to lose from losing the set. Could go with crit rate too. Let's see if we got anything here. So the curse set I actually want to put on Vera. So let's go check her
Ready
out
for
and
some
see what I have on
flaming
her
roses?
right now. See, again, don't really have anything. So actually, with that, let's swap some of this out. Okay. Let's change this. I think we did have an attack percentage. Oh, we got speed on cursed boots. Got anything else? We got health on cursed. I mean, speed's better than defense. The one thing I got to be careful with is I can't have her being faster than Connor. So Connor is currently sitting at plus 17 speed. I really need to get him on a speed boot, which I don't think we have.
No prey, no pay.
Let's see. We got cursed crit rate. I think I'd rather have the attack percentage right now. And see, that's a broken set, which is actually fine. Pretty sure we got cursed sets here. Maybe not. No, there we go. Looks like I don't have any curse in this spot. Okay. So we're going to have to change that out for speed. Do I have a curse that's not speed? Gosh, I almost want to just put the health one on there. For now, right? It's not the most ideal, but... And then we can actually change this out and go back to a attack because we'll gain that 15% back. So it's actually worth switching it out there. Trying to see if we have any that have... Gosh, we got a lot of crap. Yeah, equipment early game, guys, is kind of hard. So you just kind of roll with it. And actually, let me see, because we do have cursed crit rate there. What do I have? Not much, but I'd maybe rather have that. Let's see if I have an attack percent 1. I'm sure I don't, because I would have it on something already. There's a speed 1. Yeah, so let's change that out, and then change this out for the crit rate cursed. Okay. There we go. So, what does cursed do, and why do I want it on Evira? So, if you read cursed here, what it does is after attacking, there's a 35% chance to launch a bonus attack using this character's basic ability. Can be triggered once per turn, so it can only trigger once per turn. But with the amount of bonus attacks she gets, this will trigger a lot. Okay? Because if you look at her skills, right? As long as she has attack up, these two skills give her a bonus attack, and then when her rage bar fills up, she gets a bonus attack. So every turn she's going to attack twice, except on this one, sometimes 3 times, which will give you 3 different chances to proc the curse set. When it does proc, it'll use this attack, which again, if you have attack up, will proc an additional bonus. So there's potential, depending on how it plays out, where you can attack, get a bonus attack, get another bonus attack, trigger the cursed, which gives you this bonus attack, which gives you an additional bonus attack. There is a chance to get 5 consecutive attacks off with her when that curse set procs. So pretty interesting. I like the curse set on a couple of the characters, and Evira is definitely one of them. Usually I like it, so everybody just says run Warrior and Rage, and maybe they're right. I just like trying to do my own thing, and I think the ridiculousness of her proccing, basically getting 5 attacks in a row, could be pretty stupid. So that's why I'm gonna at least try her out on Cursed. With that being said, where was that gear? Is this attack percentage? Yeah, so this is attack percentage. So we're gonna pop this. Now this one, like I said, this one's only a 4-star. So with 4 stars, I'm looking at +9ing it for now. Gotta love the system where it just happens, right, guys? Where it's not, yeah, you use mats and you have to grind these mats up instead, but so much better than just sitting there waiting for it. Upgrade fail, upgrade fail, upgrade fail, like a lot of other games. Now we're going to actually enhance this too for some health and hopefully get a crit rate or attack roll, a couple rolls into those. Again, so we'll get 3 rolls here, 1 in crit, 1 in attack, 1 in precision. Okay, not upset about that. We're not going to roll that. We're not going to roll that. We're going to roll this too. Get the crit rate. No reason not to get the crit rate up. And again, it's 4-star equipment, so we're going to +9 that. And got 2 rolls into attack, so we went from 4 to 13% on attack there. So awesome. So these guys should hit actually a decent amount harder. And with that, guys, we're going to run into Labyrinth. This is probably going to be a long video, because Labyrinth, or whatever, Endless Trials, what they call it on here, actually takes a little bit of time. So, but I kind of want to show you how, at least why I think it's fun, and how ridiculous it can get. So, when doing Endless Trial, guys, always do the hardest one you can complete, right? Failing is not as good as completing. Completing it is much more important than not being able to. So, with that being said, I'm not 100% sure that I could do level 40 yet. Even though First Clear has some good rewards, we're just going to do level 30 again. We're only, 5 days into this account. And in 2 days, we should be good enough to try the 41. Alright, so the way this works, guys, and I'm just going to explain some of the little tidbits that I've kind of learned on the way, is you can pick your characters. Now, if you look, it has an area effect. Heroes gain 1 spark per battle. Heroes that gain 5 sparks become, I don't even know what that word is, desiccated? Reducing max health and crit resistance by 20. So, what it means is every time on this floor, when you use a character, it'll get one of those sparks, and once it has 5, it'll gain that negative effect. Okay? So, I'll show you what that looks like. Ooh, okay. Alright, so you first get to pick an artifact, and this is where the fun kind of gets. And guys, these do stack, or at least some of them do, so stuff can get pretty stupid. Now, actually, all 3 of these are really good, and ones we're going to eventually want. But the one that I like the most is grants the bonus turn, because that's where the stupidity gets right away, and to get that on the first one is awesome. Okay, so what you're going to want to do here is, you can see you have Artifact Battle or Recruit. You could go to Recruit and recruit a hero, right? Or you can battle. When I do these, I try to always battle. And the reason I try to always battle is because, every time you battle, you get an artifact. Sometimes you don't get if you recruit, you're not getting an artifact. Sometimes if you do these random events, you don't get artifacts. And more importantly, a lot of these will drop the gear enchantment, or gear charms that let you upgrade gear, which is one of the only places that you can get that. And then also, you get the trial tokens, which you can use in the store, which you're not going to get from doing these other ones. So as long as you can battle. Sometimes that'll be, not possible. So, but we'll go through this, do battles, and when we get to special places, we'll talk about what they do. So first, you're gonna pick your team. I'm just gonna rock my normal team. Okay. Spells. Usually, these are the 2 good ones you want to run in here. Now, some people will throw it on auto, and you certainly can do that. But again, I actually enjoy this mode, and I like to see when stuff triggers. We'll throw it in auto in a little bit, but I kind of want to just show you how stupid this is going to get real quick. Alright, so he throws his, he's going to throw this up, and then she's going to go. And now we'll pop this, and yeah. Like, early on, this is going to be super easy, but later it's going to get hard. But the reason I like that go another turn here, right? You can see Zachary procs, that's why I like him there. So she went, right? She killed with this spell. This spell stays up as long as she kills something. So she gets to go again. And she has that spell up right away. So already, we got lucky with that first artifact, but that's what that one artifact can do, and it can get pretty dumb. I've had final boss battles on the 3rd level of this where my first character goes, and that is it, because it procs so much stupid stuff off of the stuff I've built that it gets dumb. Alright, so these are all pretty okay. The speed 20 is nice, but you don't tend to need speed all that much. The restore 5% health at the start of the turn is actually kind of nice. So that's the one we're going to go with. Now, here's a random event. So you can go to the random event, and a lot of times it'll have either upgrades, or sometimes it'll have, you can see we can get plus 30 attack for the next 3 battles, or we can get plus 30% attack and minus 30 speed for the next 3 battles. I don't know why we would want to do this one. But usually there'll be one that's better with a negative, and then one that doesn't have a negative. Occasionally, these will actually give you items. You can choose, do you want lots of gold or lots of diamonds? When it says lots of diamonds, it's 10 diamonds, but probably rather have the diamonds. But again, you're not getting any of these or trial tokens from doing that. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go with the artifact battle.
No prey, no pay.
Alright, so again, we're going to start there. Proc Connor. She's going to go. Drop that down. Already killed 2. And boom. Alright, so we're going to start throwing these on auto. My speed one isn't up either. Wah, wah, wah. I have a little like recording box here that I can't move for whatever reason, so I can't actually see those, so the speed's not up. Alright, again, some pretty good ones. I like this one a lot, because when you cast a spell, it grants plus 50% attack to that caster, and you're always going to go spell. So when you're doing, this is much better if you're actually manualing it, that way you don't use, waste a spell when Connor goes, and he's not attacking. But it's still pretty good. And then obviously plus 15% attack and plus 20% speed is good too. We're going to go with this right now. Alright, again, we're going to stick to the artifact battles. We're going to throw this on high speed here. There we go. So then she's going to throw the break, get plus 50% attack on this attack, and boom. Zachary proc there from killing the other ones. I always like, ooh, what are we going to get? What artifacts? One of the problems I do run into, yeah, obviously 15% crit rate there. That's a great one. One of the problems is sometimes you get, your stuff gets so OP when you play Labyrinth, and then you go to play something else, and for a second you're like, why are these nowhere near as good as they were a minute ago? And you're like, oh, yeah, I was playing Labyrinth. Alright, so real quick before we continue, we've got a Breath of Revival here. This will help restore stuff later, but again, we're not going to need that right now. Now, if you look up here, so I think that's what this is right here. Resurrect and heal all team members, so it's just like a free heal somewhere. The other thing, as you're doing this, you're going to get black market vouchers. These are only good for this run, meaning there's 3 floors here, so these don't like carry over in between different runs. So by the end of the run, you do want to use these. And if you come down to the black market, this is what you can use them for. One of the more important ones is this cleanse, which removes all area effects from all team members. Now when it's saying area effect, remember it's these things that you get. So here's gain 1 spark, here is the gain 5, get this negative effect. Some of the negative effects are worse than this. This one's not that bad. But as you can see, these have done 3 battles, and they already have those 3 sparks on them. So once they get to 5, they will have, for the rest of this floor, will have this negative effect. This, for 100, can clear it. Okay, so those are pretty good. If you need to heal or revive, you can go there. And then the black market's decent because usually there's some decent little things that you can buy too that'll help your guys. But I usually don't spend these unless I need them until I get to like almost the 3rd boss, and then I'll spend them because it's like, okay, well I might as well use them and get a couple more upgrades.
This is going to be so much fun.
Can't wait till these start getting a little harder, and then you can see how ridiculous this stuff gets. And she's gonna proc again because of that first artifact. Like right now, Nathila's just gonna wipe everything every turn. But eventually this stuff will get harder, especially as we get to other floors. If I had actually known that that was the artifact we were going to start with, I would have done the 40, because I think we would have been fine in level 40 with that one. Alright, so these ones are all meh. I'm going to take the heal when you cast spell. Now, spell is not your character casting anything. It's when you use the actual 2 spells that you have. Alright, so here we got another one, Purse. Purse will usually like give you gold, or it's random, but it'll give you gold or gems or whatnot. Now, between these two, I'd probably actually go with the Purse, except if I go with the Purse, we're going to get stuck going here, and then we're going to go stuck here, which this is just revives one of your characters, and it might also heal, which we don't need right now. So we'll go this way. And I guess that is something I haven't talked about. Any damage you guys take, your characters take, are sustained throughout this run. I mean, if you guys play other gachas that have this type of thing, you know that. But if you guys are new to the gacha world, or haven't seen this mode before, yeah. So our characters haven't taken any damage, but if any of our characters take damage, they will maintain that damage. So like stuff that lets you heal them is nice. If they get knocked out, they're knocked out for the rest of the run unless you revive them with something. So that's why I do like to get some of the artifacts will like heal your team at the beginning of a turn or at the end of the battle. Those are nice because it helps like just top off your team to make sure they're always good to go. So here's what I mean. So this one has nothing happens, okay. Or you can get plus 50 attack, but you get minus 50 defense for the next 3 turns. I'm not worried right now about them hitting me and doing damage. Otherwise, I'd be worried about this 50 defense, but we're already kind of like one-shotting everything, and especially proccing that bonus turn. We're just going to go with that 50% attack to help us clear this even faster.
Power can be destroyed.
Now, again, that's only for these next 3 turns. Okay, and you can see we already have that attack buff.
So easy. Do you believe in magic?
She's going to proc again.
Believe in magic?
Again, these gear charms are really important, so that's the main reason I like battling every time I get. But also, like, getting the artifacts is good for the run, right? This one's okay, but plus 15 crit and crit damage. We already have plus 15 crit crit, so our guys are already at plus 30 crit now.
There is only one true lord of a relic.
So far, Zachary, besides proccing his bonus attack,
So easy.
and Vera haven't even gotten to go yet. And that might continue for a bit.
Do you believe in magic?
I'll probably show you guys like the first floor and then jump back to the end of the second floor and the end of the third floor. Otherwise, it's gonna be like an hour video, which I'm sure you guys don't want to sit and watch me play this the whole way through. But I want to at least show you one floor.
Edge of chaos.
And then, like I said, at the end of the video, guys, we're gonna do the little summoning session. So.
Let the light shine within.
So easy. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic?
It's just, I just enjoy this mode because it's just stuff gets stupid. I mean, 2 of our characters haven't even taken a turn this whole first floor yet. I kind of wish Evira was faster because with the additional bonus attack, like when she finally goes, she's like never gonna stop going. Because, you know, she already gets bonus attacks, and if she kills anything, she'll get a bonus attack, which will proc another bonus attack, and then she has the new set that we just put on that has a chance to proc bonus attacks, which will then proc an additional bonus attack. It's just going to get dumb when she finally gets to go.
Do you believe in magic?
So you can see they're getting a little bit harder. Yeah, this one's really good. Now you got a 50% chance of doing true damage.
There is only one true lord.
The fire levels aren't that bad. Like the resistance and
Let the light shine
less health
within.
to begin with is not that big of a area area debuff. It's not like the end of the world.
Do you believe in magic?
Oh, Vera's gonna get to go. All right. Take the defense and deflect there. So it's not all attack stats too. You can get defensive ones and all that stuff too, which are good. You get speed buffs and all that stuff. You don't really need to stack the speed buff because the enemies never really get faster. And this isn't like Summoner's War where if you're like super fast, or really any of the other gachas where if you're super fast you get to like go again and go again before the enemy. This game is like one round. Everybody attacks in a round regardless of the speed. The speed is just the order that you attack in. So like once you're faster than the enemies, the speed doesn't really matter. Grab defense there. Alright, we're almost to the end boss, guys. And this is just the first floor, right? There's 3 floors to complete this. And again, you guys have 2 days, so if you don't have like a half hour to sit here and grind this out in one day, then just, you know, do a little here, do a little there. I usually knock it out in one go. Again, mainly because I really enjoy this. I'll probably get bored of it eventually. And it'll be like, oh, I gotta knock this out again. But right now I really enjoy the ridiculousness that is this. And it's not like super challenging. The fact that you can pick your difficulty level is really nice too. So you can always, I'm sure they get really, really dumb towards the end, but you can always just do lesser ones and you still get pretty decent rewards. You'll see after we battle this what you get, and these rewards go up pretty much every level too. And this is why, remember earlier we calculated like the minimum like diamonds you're gonna get, and it was like 800. It's actually like higher. It's probably closer to 1,000, and that's because of these rewards. Even if you're not getting the first clear rewards, you'll see. And really, like 1,000 diamonds. I might have said gems. I meant diamonds. 1,000 diamonds is like the absolute minimum, and you'll quickly be getting more than that. So again, with that diamond shop, what I recommended a couple videos ago for you to buy, or might have been last video, I definitely think you should be spending those diamonds on those things. These are both really good. Nathyla's, interesting enough, her attack counts as a single target attack. And it just gets split up. So this actually procs, which is, I found interesting. off of that, but we'll take this one, which gives you +5 for each. +5 more attack percent per positive effect. We end up with a lot of positive effects. Well, right off the bat, Connor gives us 2, so that's 10%. More attack damage. So here we go, the boss battle on the first floor.
Do you believe in magic?
See if anybody else gets to go.
Fire flame.
No, nobody else is going to get to go.
Do you believe in magic?
So there you go, that's the first floor. Oh, and that counts as the rookie summons. Oh, awesome. So I don't actually have to show you the other floors. I'll do that on my own time. Perfect. So I won't have to cut the video up or anything. That's awesome. So you'll get, this is where you get like the legendary. I don't know if you guys saw, but you had some blue ones, you had some purple ones. So you had elite, epic, and legendary ones for the artifacts. This one on my main stinks because I use what's her name? The wind chick that buffs stuff, and that's an ultimate, so this is useless. But on this one, this is actually really good because again, it'll be Thyla will be the one getting her first ultimate off, which will have +50 damage. 50% damage, sorry. And here we go. So this is what you want at the end of the floor. You'll get a chest, and look, 30 diamonds, 12k gold, and that is just the first floor. There's 3 more floors, and again, you can do this every 2 days. You should be completing these every 2 days. So just one run from here is probably going to be close to 100 diamonds. Even if each floor is only 30, that's 90 diamonds, right? And you get to do that 3.5 times a week. So we'll say roughly 300 diamonds a week. You know, it's going to be more than that. And again, I'm sure those go up as you go up more levels. So there you go. You're already at, like, looking at, like I said, over 1,000 diamonds each week free. Just by playing, just by doing the content. So the stuff that I suggest that you spend those diamonds on, you definitely should. And then if you want to spend the rest on energy, spend the rest on energy, or save them up. And when you really start grinding for gear later on, after you get to mythic level on the, it's mythic or mystic level on the campaign, and you start grinding gear and you start grinding those higher level gear dungeons, that's when you want to spend those diamonds on energy. But you'll have a bunch of them saved up, even if you're buying the stuff I suggested to buy from the diamond shop. So real quick, we'll just show you floor 2 area effect, biting cold. So now everything that those characters had on floor 1's gone. Not artifacts or anything, but the negative area effect that you had, and now you have a new area effect. And this one is snowflake. Here it gains 1 snowflake per battle. Here that gains 5. Will suffer biting cold, inflicting damage equal to 20% of max health per turn, and reducing the effectiveness of healing on the affected units. This is one of the ones that can be a pain in the butt, because you're proccing extra turns, and when you're proccing an extra turn, you're taking 20% of health, and then you're taking 20% of your max health, and 20% of your max. It's still hard to kill yourself, but you can take surprising amount of damage from this. So this is one where, like, when I got towards the end, if it's really hurting my guys, I might look at using the black market to use my 100 to get rid of that when I got towards the end. Obviously, you can also switch out characters, guys. If you have, like, later on when you have a bunch of characters, you don't have to run the same team, and these are general upgrades. They're not, like, particular to that team you're running. So every time you go into a battle, you can switch out. So you could use characters that don't have these debuffs, because they have to get 5 of them to get the debuff, right? Right now, obviously, early on, we don't have enough characters to do that. Alright, so that should do it. We should be able to, we'll get the rookie event. So it's just, this should read a little different. It should just say clear 1 floor of Endless Trial. There we go. We got this, and we will do our summons. Alright. We could do 10 at a time, but we're going to do 1 at a time, just to kind of have a little more fun. Alright. Abbott. Oh, got something. Just an epic. Ricker, dude. This is a really, really good pull. He's a really good epic. We'll go over him before we end the game, but he's especially really good since we already got the water dwarf. We can really actually start focusing on that HP defense team, which is, I believe, him, the water guy, Charles, and then maybe somebody else. But we'll show him. That's a great pull. I actually wish I had that on my main. Okay. So I already got what's most likely going to be our one epic for these 10, but you never know, so. But yeah, that was a great pull. We've had really good luck on this account. With at least with our epics. Need him for fusion, so that's not bad. Or what do they call it? Synthesis on here. I wouldn't mind seeing at least one more Zachary, so we can up Zachary again. Okay. Yeah, we needed to complete that. I think it was on the foodie. We needed 10, so that's good. Okay, and last one. Alright. Got the epic early, but a really great epic. Alright, so we completed this. What kind of gear is this? Okay, Raider gear. Ugh. Without. That one's okay. This one's garbage. Already did this. That we'll have to do again. Rookie, advanced summons, there you go. So we're getting close. As you can see, guys, we still have 8 days left. We haven't completed all the days. Some of these are a little bit ridiculous to expect to complete in the 7 days. Like, enhance 6 gears to plus 12. Probably don't want to be doing that. Because you're probably not going to have the gear to do that. But again, you don't need to complete all this. We're at 43. We need to get 60. We have 8 days left. We have 2 more days where we're going to get some. You're going to get 1 for logging on, and then actually the first 1 for each is log on. So you actually get 3 points towards this every for the first day on each of these. So there's another 6 points right there. That'll put it as 49. And then, you know, just complete like this will be easily completed. The dispatches. We'll probably get this done. Void Tower's not hard. Hopefully we'll get this one done as well. So we'll easily get there. We're not really going to build her anyway. Did get a couple new characters. So
I cannot wait to fight by your side.
we'll go over him in a second. Oh, didn't realize I didn't have one of her yet. Okay, so the dwarfs, you've probably seen some videos on them. They actually play really well together. And, but Rickard and Harkin, that was his name, are really good together. So again, just recap Harkin real quick. Grants a team-wide defense bonus equal to 10% of his character's defense rating. If you can get his ascension level up, it goes up to 20%. Again, he is a synthesized character, so getting his skill ups for the trait won't be as hard as some other characters. First attack deals 50 damage to an enemy with an 80% chance to reduce the cooldown of this character's ultimate by 1. Okay. Deals 100% damage to an enemy and applies taunt for 1 turn. Damage scales with this character's defense. Okay, so obviously you're going to stack defense. And then deals 150 damage to an enemy and grants max health up to all team members. Max 3 stacks. And these are unremovable, so essentially for each one of these you're increasing your overall team's health by 15%. So if you get all 3 of those, that'll go to 40%. Now, if we go over to Rickard, grants 10% damage reduction upon taking damage. So that's him. That'll go up to 20. Deals 80% damage to an enemy with 50% chance to attack down for 1 turn. Okay, nothing special so far. Removes all negative effects. Each removal restores 10% of max health and then deals 100% damage to an enemy. But here's what you want. Deals total true damage. Okay, so true damage, meaning it ignores defenses, equal to 80% of this character's max health to all enemies. So where do they stack? Well, this is max health. And Rick, if you remember, Harken's third ability gives you health, max health up. So that will deal, you'll get 45% more if you can get Harken's ultimate off 3 times. That'll give him 45% more health. Max health. Not current health, but max health. Which means this will do 45% more damage to all enemies. True damage, too. So ignoring defense, which is huge. So those two together are really, really good. So awesome to get him. We will definitely probably start working on that team. It's crazy because one of the things you don't want to do, and it's very common in these gacha games, guys, is to get focused on too many characters instead of focusing on one team. So I do want to start building them, but right now we are focused on Vera, Nathaniel, Nathyla, Connor, and then the fire. Like right now we're gonna have Zachary, but as soon as we can get enough events complete to get Orca, I don't know how to say his name, he will replace Zachary. And by the way, I don't know if you guys figured this out. For some reason I was thinking he was legendary. He is just an epic, and you only need 60 pieces to summon the epic. So you can summon him as soon as you get to 800 events, which is essentially completing or doing 4 events, because each one of them tends to give 200. You can buy him. So as soon as you get 4 events, complete it, you can buy him. I have him on my main. We have a new event that started today. This is just battling in the arena. And again, with these event points, you don't have to complete it, the event. Usually it's towards the middle or end, so you got to get 1,000 points to get this. But always try to get to the event points. But if you can complete them, complete them. This is probably just battling. Let's see. Okay, current points. Okay, so if you win, so you get XP towards this. This is essentially what these are. Just by fighting, the higher you are, the more points you get, but it's actually not that big of a difference. And then if you lose, you get a little bit less, but still. That is a lot of points. This one actually might be one of the more difficult ones. Because it's like, if you're in bronze and you're winning and losing, I guess not that bad. 10 battles that you win will give you 300. Okay, and you do that 4 times, and you get 1,200. It's not too bad. You just got to stay on it. Stay on your arena battles while this event is up, guys. And with that, guys, we are at 50 minutes, which makes this, I think, the longest video in the series. But I did really want to dive into the Endless Trials, show you what that's about. Love it or hate it. I enjoy it. Some people don't. I get it. And then do a little summoning session and give you guys a little update on the progress of the account, which I think we made some pretty good progress so far in our first couple days. Obviously, I haven't been just grinding on this account, guys. I do have... I don't want this to sound negative. I do have a life. I don't mean that in any kind of negative way. I mean, like, I have a job. I have a wife. I have kids, so I can't just sit at home and play my mobile game all day. I wish I could. This is just a hobby for me right now. Maybe one day I'll make enough money from YouTube to to do this as a living, but that is definitely not the plan. So right now it's just something casual. And again, this is my free-to-play account, and I am also working on a main account too. So I'm balancing that, but I am, staying. As you can see, like my energy has been getting spent, and I'm staying on top of it. But I'm not just focused on one. So if you really hyper focused on your account and you were spending all your meal coupons and stuff, guys, you could definitely make it a lot further than I have in 4 days. But for the amount of time I spent on this account, really happy with where we are. Day 5, I think we're in day 5 on this account. So with that, guys, as always, if you can give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm getting a lot of views on these, and I say a lot, I mean a lot for my channel. I'm averaging like 20 to 30 views. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, that is a lot of views, because my other stuff hasn't been doing nearly as good. So this, for me, is doing really well. People are watching this, and if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, just please click that button. It will help me out. You got to get to 1,000 subscribers before you can even monetize videos. I am at 10 right now, so got a ways to go. We're just starting on that climb. But if you do watch my videos, please subscribe. And I'm getting some people that are commenting. Really appreciate all the comments, guys. Any recommendations, maybe other games you want to see me play and check out, definitely let me know. And with that, guys, it's been the Next Mike Ike. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.